What's up, guys? Welcome to the Whissel Way podcast. My name is Kyle Whissel. I am the team leader here with the Whissel Realty Group and eXp Realty in San Diego. I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Bryan Kochi.
Yes, I am the media and marketing manager here at Whissel Realty Group.
You ready, dude?
Yeah.
So the format of the show, guys, is that we want to answer your questions to help you go out there, grow, and ultimately crush it in your business. Whether you are in real estate, mortgage, finance, or any other industry out there, we want to give you the tips and the things that we've learned over the years. Bryan and I have been together cranking out videos for 5 years now. I've been in the real estate industry for 17 years now. And so we want to just share everything that we've learned. So one, you don't make the mistakes that we've made. But two, you can go out there and grow and crush it and dominate and start your own podcast and share with other people what's worked for you, because we're big on paying it forward. I know one of the ways that I've grown to the level that I'm at in my business is learning from others who've done it before me. The 4-minute mile story is a perfect example of that, how nobody thought it was possible. One guy went out there, ran a 4-minute mile, and all of a sudden everybody in the world could run a 4-minute mile.
Who was it?
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
I just know he was fast.
Yeah, I just know... He ran a 4-minute mile before anybody else. And then all of a sudden, everybody ran a 4-minute mile. Because anything is possible. We just don't realize it until somebody else does it. So if you're the first one to go out there and do something amazing, share with other people so they can go out there and do amazing things
So
as
what
well.
are you the first one to do that's been amazing?
I'm the first ever #1 real estate video influencer in North America per BombBomb.
That is true.
Fact.
That is true.
But it's not just because of me. It's because of this guy.
And you're going to be the first ever repeat #1.
We'll see.
That's my goal. That's my goal for this year.
We'll see.
I don't think it's smart if they have us #1 again, but I don't care.
I think they can now. You just can't do the same #1 2 years in a row.
Big shout out to Christoph Chu. Got #1 last year, but we're coming for you. All right, coming for you, Chu. I don't know, that was dumb. All right, Tom says So today's topic: Facebook groups.
All right.
We are obviously members of many groups. I believe if you guys are listening to this, I'm sure you guys have been you've experienced at least one Facebook group. We run 2 groups ourselves. Actually, I have a couple because I have masterminds as well. So, Kyle, why don't you talk a little bit about the importance of Facebook groups, and then we'll dig into what groups we run.
Yeah, so here's the easy way to show you the importance of a Facebook group. Go on Facebook right now and scroll through your news feed. I guarantee you that at least 5 of the first 10 things you see on Facebook are going to be posts from a group.
And this is airing in September of 2019. So if you're listening to this in September of 2029, it may be different. But right now, September 2019, this is what's up.
Yes. So, right, social media is evolving every freaking day. So as of today, half of the posts you guys are seeing right now in your Facebook feed are going to be from groups, especially at the top of your list. So because you know that that is the content that Facebook is showing to people, that is where your content needs to be, right? Facebook recently came out earlier here in 2019 and basically said, we're going to be pushing groups. We want to take these big public conversations that are happening out there and make them more private, bring them into the living room. And their version of a living room conversation is a Facebook group. And as soon as they made that announcement, they've started putting ads in your feed. They were green, and they've also seen them red, but just driving home the Facebook groups. They put a button at the bottom of Facebook for Facebook groups. I even saw TV ads for Facebook groups.
You still watch commercials?
And it happens once in a while. I watch sports.
Okay, yeah, you gotta have commercials.
Is there like a cat show that you watch? Like there's the Westminster Dog Show. Is there a cat version of that?
I wish I knew. I don't know.
Well, when you watch sports, you have to watch commercials. It's part
next
of the
Friday. I'm bringing in my cats. It's non-negotiable.
There's no cats in our office. So anytime Facebook promotes something like that, it's telling you that you need to do that. And if you do that, they reward you for doing it. And so Facebook has been telling you, you need to participate in groups, whether you start a group or you get active in a group. It's crucial right now. And if you follow through on that, they're going to show the content you're putting into that group to a lot more people than if you just put it on your wall or you just put it onto your page.
Yeah. So we obviously run our own real estate group, the Whissel Way. I think it's called the Whissel Way Real Estate Training. If you go to thewhisselway.com, it'll lead you right there. So we have that. It's a 3,000 to 4,000 members this point, where people can come in. And the thing that I really love about a group as opposed to just a page is there's a lot more interaction. It's expected that people will ask questions and that you will answer them. It's expected as a member of a group that people will answer other people's questions. So while you have a very unique standpoint on certain things, there are other people where someone says, hey, how do I grow a team? Your answer is usually sell a shitload of houses, and then other people will want to join you. There may be people that come in and give other advice that's different, that we can learn from their mistakes. So I love that aspect of the group. A little later on, you can ask questions to join the group. A little later on, I'll tease to what we do with those questions and what questions we ask for those people joining our Facebook group for real estate agents. We also, about right before BombBomb, right? BombBomb Rehumanized conference was in May. We created a group for our community. So there's already groups in Santee, but we decided to make one based on our show, Everything East County. We did an Everything East County group. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so our Everything East County page is running at roughly 20,000 likes on it right now. And the page is amazing to have that many likes, but the page is purely dependent on us putting content onto that page. Nobody can create content on that page other than us. They can comment on our content, they cannot create content. And so when we saw Facebook start running ads for groups, we were like, all right, we hear you, Facebook. We listened to you when you told us about Facebook Live and you rewarded us. Now you're telling us about Facebook groups. You're going to reward us if we follow through with that. So we created that group and spun that off. So you could take a page and create a group off of that page and immediately invite everybody who's a liker of your page to like that new group. So it can
join the group.
To join the group. So that can help kind of get your group off the ground and get it started. So that's a big help. When you first start a group, when your group's small, Facebook will actually show you how many people are seeing the posts that are in that group. And what we determined was that while about 10% of the people who like our page were seeing our post on our page, 90% of people were seeing the post we put in our group. So think about that. Only 10% were seeing our post on the page. 90% were seeing our post in the group. That's insane. That's a 900% increase. Like, that's totally crazy. So that just further validated the fact that Facebook really wants you to post on groups. Now, as your group gets bigger, they stop showing this data to you, but we were able to see that up until a certain point, until a certain number of members were in that group. So that was a beautiful thing. That was really proof in the pudding that we need to stick with it. And it's amazing how much more engagement we get on our post in that group versus on our page. I mean, there's, 1,500 people on our group. Now there's 20,000 people on our page. We get just as much engagement on the group as we do on the page.
Yeah.
So,
and the great thing is,
and we don't have to come up with all the content, because
exactly.
on the page it was either Bryan or I putting every post up there, and
or
Tomcat, yeah. So we were, trying to do our best to be consistent with it. But now we could post nothing in the group for an entire week, and there's still going to be 20 or 30 posts in that group. So it's great. It doesn't require you to be the content provider for everything like a page does. So we love that. It's very interactive, and there's people that just kind of naturally rise to the top and are sharing and almost becoming, part of the culture of the group.
Yeah,
it's
which
cool.
I kind of want to talk to you. I wasn't going to do it on podcast, but I want to take Mike out to lunch. I think we should take him out to lunch.
I know where he likes to eat lunch. California Fish Grill.
No, it's the Urbane
Cafe.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, he's there like 9 times in a week.
Yeah, the parking is bad. So maybe we'll carpool. And there's different types of groups. You can have a public group, which means anyone can see anything. But they can't comment or like unless they join the group. There's a closed group, which they can't see any of the content unless they join the group. And then there's a private group, which we've had a private group for our own company before, which we've switched to Workplace. That's a whole nother podcast. But if you're looking at a way to communicate with your team internally, check out Workplace. It's by Facebook. It's basically a rebranded Facebook. Works exactly the same.
You just said it's a whole nother podcast. We'll go in on a future podcast to Workplace, Slack, internal communication systems for a team. But again, if you're watching this or listening to this and you have questions, make sure go to thewhisselway.com, join our Facebook group, ask your questions on there. We'll answer those questions for you.
So those are the kind of the three different types. We have our consumer one. It is public. Our real estate one is closed. And then I have a couple mastermind groups that I have are private. So if you're kind of curious which way you should go, that's kind of how we set ours up.
Cool. You feel good about it?
No, I teased it earlier, but then I never filled it out or ended it. So when people ask to join the group, you can ask them up to 3 questions. And so what I always do is, and this is for our Facebook group, The Whissel Way. This is for you, the real estate agent. I ask them 3 questions. I say, what's your name? I say, where are you from? I think I say, where are you from, right? And what do you want to learn from this group? And so the thing that sucks right now about Facebook group is they don't save that data for you. So I actually go through every time I accept someone, I copy and paste this over into a Google form. So I have a Google Sheets spreadsheet with 3,500 names, where they're from, and what they want to learn from this group. And what I love about this is a couple things. I'll go back, say you do a video about, say we do this video right now about podcasting, and people say, or we're talking about Facebook groups, and if people, I can look back in that Google Sheet and see, hey, so-and-so wanted to learn about podcasting, about Facebook groups. I don't know why I keep going back there.
Because you're podcasting.
Because we're podcasting. But I can keep sharing, I can tag all those people, and I know who they are because I save that data. The other thing that I really like, you obviously go on the road a lot speaking. I can see when you're going to Phoenix to do a talk, we can tag everyone in Phoenix, everyone in Scottsdale, and I know where they are. It's also a great way, if we need to send a referral somewhere, we know where they are. So yeah, that's some of the information that I like to keep from Facebook groups.
I love it. All right. One of the segments we like to finish with every episode is the Whissel Widget of the Week.
You're much smoother at that than I am.
Yes. Alliteration is my thing. Bryan, what is your widget of the week?
My widget of the week, we are actually filming video on right now. It is the Mevo camera. I almost stole yours. It's the Mevo camera. So this is a camera that you can film. As you can see, Tom, go ahead and switch to a couple different camera angles real quick. There we go. So for those listening, you can't see it, but for those watching, you obviously can. We can switch camera angles right in the iPad that's controlling it. Great thing about this is it makes it really simple to edit in post. We don't have to switch camera angles. Tom is manning it right now, and he can switch back and forth. This one, I think we bought the kit for about $500 or $600. It has the battery pack. You can do live streaming with it as well, but it saves to a memory card. Cool little tool. Really easy if you're going to do like a one-man show for recording, not getting all the equipment that I have.
Yeah, what I love is it's a single camera that can literally act as 9 different cameras. And so it can give you that really professional multi-camera look from a single camera at a really affordable price. And it'll stream Facebook Live or to a variety of other platforms. So I love that. My widget of the week is this beautiful device here, which is called the DJI Osmo. And this is the 3rd version of it that they just came out with here in September of 2019. And it is a gimbal for your cell phone, and what a gimbal does is just help steady your cell phone. So if you're doing shots where you're moving around, it can help kind of stabilize those shots and make them feel a lot more fluid, as opposed to being very shaky, which is common when you're holding a cell phone in your hand, especially when you hit like that live button and you start freaking out and shaking uncontrollably. This little device here can help steady things for you and give you a lot smoother product. And then what I love is that it folds up into a very, very small package now. So if you guys are watching the show on YouTube, again, if you want to follow the show on YouTube, go to thewhisselway.com and there's a link to check out the show and subscribe to it. But it's just a very simple little pouch here that you can carry the Osmo in, much, much smaller than the old version of it. Comes with a tripod, and it has some cool modes to just, for those people like myself that are not very good at shooting videos, there's a story mode on here that helps you make some really cool videos in a very short period of time.
And the thing that I really like about it is now, you turn it so I can't point, now the little lightning port at the bottom is not covered by the motor. Where in the past it was, your phone would butt up against the motor. Now it leaves room. So if you need to record audio, add an audio, a microphone, or anything like that, you actually can access the audio port.
Don't worry about me. I'm just taking pictures of Tomcat over here.
I mean, that's all I got.
Thank
you guys so much for listening, watching the Whissel Way podcast. We will see you on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, and on wherever you get your podcasts.
All right. How do they find that stuff, Bryan?
thewhisselway.com.
Yeah, so if you want to stay connected, guys, hop on the whisselway.com. Whissel is Whissel. We'd love to connect with you guys on there. That'll connect you with our Facebook page. We share little snippets from our office meeting, give you sneak peeks behind the scenes of some of our shoots that we're doing and new technology and tools that we're working with. You can subscribe to and watch our YouTube videos, and then check out all of our podcasts as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, for watching the show today. We appreciate you guys, thewhisselway.com.
Peace.
Wait. Before you leave, I want to share some more tips and tricks that we're using in our business to take it to that next level. Just click right here. And don't forget to subscribe. Click right here.